Hello, beautiful human being. Welcome back once again. Jeff here. Our paths are crossing in this moment. Always gets me excited. Hope you are doing well. Let's take a deep breath together. And a clearing breath out. Let's do another one because that felt really good. Deep breath in through your nose. And a big, smooth breath through your mouth. One more because 3 is a great number. Deep breath in. And a clearing breath out. So good. Welcome to this video. Hey, did you notice the difference in your state, in your experience, in your energy from the moment we started this video to the moment we finished our third breath? I know I felt a significant difference, and I feel so good. And that is one of the beautiful benefits of slowing things down. And the breath is a really powerful tool in order to do that. Specifically, deep breaths and slow exhales. When we lengthen our exhale, we allow more space in the body and in the nervous system, the mind. And we start to calm down. And when there's more space, there's more possibility and opportunity. It's all energy. Our meditation practice connects us with the awareness and the direct experience. That is, you're experiencing it in your body. I'm experiencing it in my body, myself, understanding the relationship between my breath and when I choose consciously to slow things down and create space. And that is an energetic experience. So in the last video, I continued the conversation around everything being energy and really aligning our energy with the language and understanding our emotional body and understanding the vocabulary that we have for emotions and really connecting the dot between the word, whatever it is. There's an emotional wheel posted in the description of the past video where I talked about energy, emotion, identifying that emotion with a word, and then connecting with that experience in the present moment. So the sequence of events, as I see it, is through the meditation practice, the seated practice, the being still, the connecting with the breath. I've got the 30-day meditation program on this channel that you can check out. It really takes us time, one day at a time, with practice, to develop this skill of observation so that we are increasing the awareness of this state, my energy in the present moment. And then the exciting part begins, because once we create that space and we can observe this nervous system and this experience and these thoughts, do we become the leader, the chief, the empowered one who is choosing the experience to create. In other words, dancing with life, playing with life, being alive. So that practice of meditation, increasing awareness, expanding our ability to meet ourselves in the present moment, and then recognizing what is the content that is expressing and manifesting in this moment. Did I choose that unconsciously, or am I choosing that consciously? And what is the quality of my energy that is expressing? So here's the interesting thing. You are watching this YouTube video. You manifested, that word manifest, to bring into being. You manifested this experience with a screen in front of your face, and you chose this YouTube video. In this moment, this is what you manifested. And so that's the outside appearance of it. How are you manifesting an internal experience? So are you relaxed watching this video? Are you a bit anxious watching this video? Are you waiting for something, some quick trick to make it all better in this video? Notice in this moment what is manifesting and what we are experiencing. When I can get present and when I can offer you the potential, the practices that really, I believe, must be taken on by the individual, your responsibility to practice, just as it is my responsibility to practice and cultivate these qualities like tending to a garden, can we become more aware and more skillful with the energy that we use. So we manifested the YouTube video. Here I am, I'm speaking to the video and I'm creating it right now, and I'm manifesting this exuberant energy that I love to have when I'm recording a video, as well as grounding that with the breath. Take another breath with me. And the more we do this, the more skillful we become, the more we get to play with life. So recognizing now, after the awareness piece comes, meeting that with the present moment, what am I manifesting? In terms of the exterior world, it's really easy to see that you've got the screen in front of your face, you're watching this. And in my present moment here, I'm recording this and I'm channeling this information and presenting it to the camera. So those are the external manifestations. Now, what is the internal manifestation? What is the experience that I'm feeling right now? And then the recognition, the awareness that if I slow it down, I create space to work with, to play with the energy. I'll leave you with one more thing, and it is a reference again to the past video. Super important video in this conversation around energy and around connecting with the present moment, what to do with this present moment. So sometimes in our life, there are qualities and things happening around us. We feel out of control, we feel stuck, we feel uncertain of life, or frustrated with circumstances, or angry at circumstances, all these things outside of us, and then we notice what's manifesting inside of us in real time. Sometimes it happens that we have stored emotions in the body. So it's less about what's happening outside and more about what's happening inside, and it just so happens that what is happening on the inside is reflecting back to us in our experience on what is happening on the outside. This is otherwise known as life mirroring itself back to us, or ourselves being mirrored back to us in life through our experience. What to do with that? Having the awareness, the conscious awareness, meaning it's no longer happening unconscious through the programming of the mind. We are now choosing, because we are utilizing that skill of the present moment that we are cultivating in our meditation practice, now what to do with this, right? What to do with this right here. So sometimes heaviness, intensity, strong emotions arise of a lower vibration that are heavy or difficult to process. And this is when we would tend to engage in the unconscious programming process to go get a drink, an alcoholic beverage, or smoke a cigarette, or lash out at a friend, or overeat, or turn on the YouTube videos, although you're watching this and I think it's a good YouTube video to watch. So that's when we tend to numb out. We tend to go to the unconscious programming and to avoid that experience. What happens when we become present with that and allow ourselves to feel it and breathe? So this is another skill. We can think ourselves and talk ourselves into a good state a lot of the time. In other words, I train my brain, my mind, to connect with the energy of certain words and visions in my experience because they are rooted in my direct experience, that if I connect with this word in this part of my body, I start to foster that energy, that quality of energy. I manifest that. And then remember, life then reflects back to us, right? So that's the beautiful part of it. And in those moments where it's really challenging, what's the best thing to do? I find Instead of trying to outthink that experience, be with that experience. So disengage, take apart the mechanism that wants to distract, and breathe. And as best you can, my friend, go right to the center of it, and to the center of the experience. Identify a word that connects you with that experience, and then work on the process, all internal. Eyes closed is great. Really focused on sensations of letting that energy pass through. Because remember, energy and emotion, energy in motion, emotion is always changing and it's always moving. So when something comes up from deep within us, unconscious emotion coming up, and we know the tendency, we've become aware of the programming and how we react to that, the way to disrupt that, and the way to disrupt that for good and for positive change, is to allow it to come up and pass through. Come up and pass through. There is so much more to this topic. If you start recognizing that experience occurring in your life, and you begin the practice of simply noticing it and slowing things down and breathing with it for 2, 3, 5 minutes, notice what happens. Notice what happens with that practice. That's what I'll leave you with. After that 3, 4, 5 minute mark, and you feel the energy subsiding of that emotion or that difficult experience, one where you might have chosen to do something slightly more destructive or more distracting or avoiding. Instead of choosing that, you chose to allow the energy to move through and you process it. Then what happens? Notice the feelings that arise in your body. Please, it is really special. It is really special, that experience. Because on the other side of every emotion, the moment we give ourselves the time to process and feel that, we connect with something really special inside. I want to let you experience that for yourself. So take this on as a practice, my friend. Remember, all of these videos now are in concert with a meditation practice, connecting with awareness and how to manifest that into this present moment to create and dance with life. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you find this video useful. Again, as always, I'm going to take a moment here to invite you to my online collective, the Jefe Living Collective. And remember, just like I mentioned earlier, it's up to you, my beautiful friend, watching this video right now, breathing with a pulse. I know you're there. I know you exist. I do too. It's up to us to be responsible for this energy and the expression of this human being. And there's something very special inside each and every one of us that wants to create, that wants to explore and wants to know life at a deep and intimate level, amidst the confusion, amidst the chaos, amidst life's challenges. To know the core and the center of life is beautiful, incredibly beautiful. And it requires us to be responsible and to own it, to experience it, rather than to avoid it. My group, my community online, the Jefe Living Collective, is really catered to creating community around these processes, these practices. And we're doing a lot around, yes, mindset practices, and also the mental, emotional connection and embodiment, and how that manifests in life. And we talk about that through coaching calls, through practices like breathwork, yoga, ceremonies, etc. And it's a beautiful, like-minded community coming together and contributing to this elevation in consciousness so that we are more connected to life than ever, ushering in a completely new type of human being, a new kind of society, a new connection with life, and a new earth. So much cool stuff coming up. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Take a moment as we close this out to reconnect with the breath. Choose what you are manifesting, process it, go forward, and prosper. I'll leave it with that. Go forward and prosper. like Spock. Blessings, my friend. Take care. Speak to you next time.